Good morning and welcome to the Business Update segment, where we bring you the best in the world of business. In our first story, the Institute of Social Statistics and Economic Research, ISSER, at the University of Ghana has criticized the government for the lack of impact on the country's economic growth on the lives of ordinary Ghanaians in the first half of the year. This critique stems from the ISSER report that evaluated the recently presented 2024 media budget review. The report analyzed the economic growth over the past 6 months, noting that the media budget indicates a real GDP growth of 4.7% for the first quarter of 2024, surpassing the revised annual target of 3.1%. Non-oil real GDP growth stood at 3.3%, down from 3.8% in 2023.
Furthermore, the report pointed out that improvements in macroeconomic indicators have led to the upwards revision in both growth rates. The overall GDP growth rate was adjusted from 2.8% to 3.1%, while the non-oil GDP growth rate was revised from 2.1% to 2.8%. For the first quarter of 2024, the industrial sector led with the growth rate of 6.8%. Despite these positive economic indicators, the reports highlighted unreliable evidence from Afrobarometer surveys conducted in the first quarter of 2024, which revealed increasing hardship due to the rising food prices, soaring transportation fares, and higher cost of cement and fuel.
In our second story, Finance Minister Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam has forecasted the Ghanaians' inflation rate will reach 15% by the end of 2024. During a town hall meeting in Accra, he emphasized the Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration effort to manage inflation despite economic challenges, noting that the current government has significantly reduced inflation rates since taking office in 2017. However, Dr. Amin pointed out that the Russian-Ukraine war led to a global surge in inflation, which affected Ghana's rates, peaking at 54% in 2022.
Of inflation, headline inflation, in 2015 was 17.7%. In 2016, it came to 15.4%. 17.7 in 2015, 15.4 in 2016. In 2027, when we took government, inflation came down further to 11.8%. The year after, 2018, it became a single-digit inflation. Single-digit inflation in 2018 at 9.4%. Again, in 2019, we had a single-digit inflation of 7.9%. 2 consecutive years, the longest period a government has recorded a single-digit inflation. 2 consecutive years. We have had single-digit inflations in the past. But 2 consecutive years, 24 months of a single-digit inflation was historic. Now, when the Russia-Ukraine war happened, again, as I said, we saw global inflation going up. And ours was also negatively affected. In fact, inflation went to up to about 54%. In 2022. But again, see the effort we have put into managing inflation in Ghana. In June this year, in 18 months, we have brought inflation down from 54% to 22%. In 17 months, we have more than halved inflation from 54% to 22%. And we are determined to end this year with an inflation rate of 15%.
In our third story, the Cocoa Processing Company Limited, a state-owned entity, has faced deepening financial woes, with its losses surging 4.5% in the first half of 2024 to $9.5 million United States dollars. The increase in losses is primarily due to escalating operational costs, particularly in selling, distribution, and financial expenses. Additionally, CP's total revenue declined by 8.2%, and its production significantly dropped during the period. To address these challenges, CPC has secured a commitment from the Cocoa Board to continue supplying cocoa beans and has implemented various measures, including cost-cutting, infrastructure and machinery investment, and revenue-based expansion. Additionally, CPC is in discussion with the African Export-Import Bank to secure an $86.7 million United States dollars loan facility to settle outstanding amounts, support working capital, and upgrade its facility to boost production capacity. To end with, the Ghanaian government has made significant progress in implementing the International Monetary Fund (IMF) program, according to the Minister of Finance, Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam. He stated that this progress has led to improved macroeconomic stability and signs of economic recovery, which is beneficial for promoting business growth and moderating the cost of living for households.
The minister assured that the government remains committed to stay the course on the IMF support program to fully achieve its objectives and improve the lives of Ghanaians. He apologized for the hardship imposed on the people due to the Domestic Debt Exchange Program, DDEP, which was a requirement of the IMF program.
We decided to restructure our debts because it was one of the requirements by the IMF. We started with the Domestic Debt Exchange Program. It was a very successful program, achieving 95% participation. And on this note, I would like to appeal to the people of Ghana to forgive us. It is never the intention of any government to impose hardships on its people. It was a necessary, very important decision at the time that if we avoided it, our economy will not recover such as it has recovered today. The decisions we made and all the support you gave us, the people of Ghana, during the DDEP has contributed largely to the recovery our economy is seeing today. And this is why I want to appeal to you to forgive us. But also to thank you, the people of Ghana, to thank you on behalf of the President for the sacrifices, for the efforts that you all have made in participating in the Domestic Debt Exchange Program that saved our economy. And so I thank you very much for that support you gave to the government.
Thank you all for staying with us for the Business Update segment. Expect more tomorrow as we celebrate the Homo and as we join the people of Ghana celebrate their festive. This is me, Clement Yabankwe. Stay tuned and enjoy the rest of our show.